everyone, it's Katie over here from Katie's Corner and welcome to my channel. So it's been a while since I posted my last video. We have Benji with us. Bailey is like over here. I think you can see part of her tail as well. That's her tail. Betty is somewhere else. Yes, because now we have 3 cats in all. However, I suppose with having Benji and settling down with Benji, and we're getting married in December, so a lot of appointments have been now coming up, and like to kind of finish everything and just make sure that everything is booked and like done. Things have been a bit chaotic, like with my everyday normal routine with my full-time job and my private practice as well. So it's been a lot. Also, September brought up a lot of emotions. Let me just do a little bit of a recap. Basically, today's video is going to be my November reset routine. I totally missed the October reset routine. I did not film it. I also have a new accessory today, sporting my new microphone that was donated by Luke. So I hope that it's like recording properly. So it's been a chaotic month, and September went by really quickly, but even October is going by really quickly. I'm filming this on the 19th of October because I wanted to make sure that at least I have a November reset routine. September, basically, I did decorate at least for autumn. I think that was one of my September goals actually, and I did also share a video of my decor, of my full decor. But then when my birthday came up at the end of the month, I kind of just went into a grief cycle again. I think it's very normal, very natural, when you experience grief, that there's going to be moments where it's going to be triggers, there's going to be flashbacks, and when those moments come, kind of your body just gets so drained and consumed, I suppose, by these things, and it's so important, I suppose, to just slow down and just get in touch with them and like see a little bit what needs to be processed and what needs to unfold. Okay, we don't bite my buttons. Nope, we do not bite buttons. Nope. For those of you who don't know, when I mention my grief, it's mostly my grief towards losing my dad and my nanna. When it comes around my birthday, I do get, oh my god, he's biting my button. Please stop biting buttons. Just sit down, relax, okay? Just relax. Yeah, when my birthday rolls around, I get more in touch as well with my Nanna's loss, because Nanna's loss was very different to my dad's. We shared the same birthday, me and Nanna, so when my birthday just came around, I just basically shut down. And I suppose like many people might have seen it as being avoidant, but I found it just being consumed by grief, basically, and just I needed to just be sad, and I couldn't just snap out of it and just be okay and put on a smile, because my body wasn't allowing me, and I didn't want to as well, because that's how I was feeling. I was feeling sad. So like I remember that birthday week and the week after, I suppose, like I was a bit flustered and I was a bit upset and I was a bit down, and then sort of I started picking myself up again, and I don't know what that noise was. In fact, Benji's gonna go check it out. And then in October, we started having appointments for the wedding, and sort of, I guess, like, it's very difficult. It was very difficult for me to get into the mindset of getting excited for the wedding, because every single appointment that we had to book something, whether it was photos, videos, priest, church, the venue, the dress, what else? Even the suits of the men. I was always reminded, of not having my dad here, even when I had the meeting with a planner as well. So every single time was reminded of the loss of my dad. So it took me a while to get into the excitement of the wedding, and I must say that I guess, like, I am excited, don't get me wrong. I am very excited, and I cannot wait for the day that we get married. But it's been very heavy as well, because every single time, you get in touch with your loss, you're going to get in touch with what's not going to be there. It's been quite a lot. Obviously, I continued work, that didn't stop. But when I put on my therapist cap, because I am a full-time psychologist and psychotherapist, there I'm fine, you know, I'm able to just snap into it. But when it comes to coming home, then it kind of just, obviously it has to all come out. So that has been me. But I am getting excited now, and I'm getting it, like I'm starting to, you know, picture it and imagine it, and imagine the fun of it, and imagine us, you know, getting married and, you know, having a lovely time, and, you know, the part where we say I do to each other, and the part where we basically start our new chapter together. So I'm really allowing myself to get in touch with that. And also I'm really trying not to get overwhelmed with stress. I suppose, like, I feel like I've not been stressed about the wedding, but when it hit October, I feel like I started to feel a little bit of stress. In fact, we received the invitations and there's a mistake in the invitation. I'm going to try and roll with it and just accept that everything is not going to be perfect, starting from the invitations apparently. But that's fine. That's life, because life is not perfect. It has been really busy, but YouTube has always been in the background. It's always been in the background. It always is in the background. It's just, you know, priorities and time management and all that jazz. Here we are. We're going to do the November reset routine. And honestly, I'm not even going to go through the goals of September, because now they're like, you know, past due. But I did do some goals. Like I had said that I was going to decorate for fall and share a video with you all, which I did. I have read some books as well. I read like The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. And what did I read before The Soulmate? I read something else before The Soulmate. It was a really good book. I've been waiting to read it for a while. Ooh, Life Impossible. I don't know if I had mentioned that. I think because then I read of The Life Impossible, I think, by Matt Haig. And then I read The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. And now I'm basically reading, I can tell you, I'm reading The Lost Bookshop. And this is by Evie Woods. And I'm still at page 123. I'm reading it very slowly. I'm at chapter 18. It's a good book. I genuinely haven't finished it because I haven't been finding a lot of time to basically just sit down and read. However, I did start doing something. I bought myself a coloring book and some new markers, and I started drawing last week. I spent an hour drawing, and it was so beautiful, so therapeutic. So I really recommend it. I'm trying to basically remind myself that yes, my diary is full. Like whenever I open it and I look at my diary and I look what I have in the week, I panic because there's a lot going on. But I really try to say, okay, whenever I have a moment, rather than staying on my phone and doom scrolling, which is something that really just easily happens. Like I would rather be doing something like reading or drawing or watching a show or something like that. So I'm really happy though that I got in touch again with drawing, because drawing was something that I always loved and I always used to just enjoy doing to relax and to calm and down and to breathe. As the year is closing up, you know, I can imagine that obviously end of year, you know, things get a bit stressful because like the holiday season are coming up. Any Americans out there who are watching my video, you guys are going to be celebrating Thanksgiving soon. So then obviously, you know, the celebrations start to come, and I can imagine it could be a bit stressful, but just maybe, you know, just take a moment to yourselves whenever you can and just do something that is just for yourself. If it's reading a book, if it's coloring, if it's baking something, if it's going for a walk, if it's, I don't know, going to the grocery store because that's what you enjoy to do and buying something that you love. If it's taking a bath with your favorite scents or bath bombs or something like that, just do it. Important, just do it. Like dedicate some slowing down as the year is coming to the end and kind of, you know, reflecting on what you are going to take with you to next year and what you're not going to take with you next year. How has your September, October been? I hope you all have a lovely Halloween as well. We don't know what we're doing for Halloween. I mean, I decorated inside, but I did not decorate outside. We have a balcony, and last year we had decorated outside, but we don't have the time this year. But this year, for once, I am actually off in the evening for Halloween. So maybe we'll go around our area because I do trick or treat and we see the kids and all that. And I think that would be really sweet. And then probably come home and watch a scary movie or something like that. You know, relax. So basically over here, I have my book where I've been writing all my goals since January. And October is the only month that I did not film a reset routine, but it's okay. It happens. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reflect a little bit, and I'm going to see what goals I want to set for the month of November. How did you go with your goals in October, and what goals are you going to be creating for your month of November? So let me see what goals I'm going to choose. I have written my goals for November 2025, and I'm going to share them with you guys. I wish to obviously share that the theme of my goals that I set for November were very self-compassionate towards myself and where I am at the moment. You know, considering that in December we have our wedding, I cannot be too harsh with myself. Like, I need to be realistic, and I need to state that I don't have the time I usually do. So I want to be very kind with myself and gentle with myself and not overdo it. So my goals are really like very self-compassionate. Our bodies, like, even if unconsciously you would be trying to do so many things, like, your body's going to tell you, not today, not today, my friend. I think when we're not compassionate with ourselves, our bodies will remind us. If it's either through feeling anxious, when sometimes I have some clients of mine tell me, but why am I anxious? And then we explore it a bit together and we say, I think you know why you're anxious. It's because you're putting too much pressure on yourself. You're not making some time and space for something that is just going to bring you something, rather than giving to everyone. It's about, that is how you can practice a bit of self-compassion, which is about understanding what you need at the moment. And it's not going to be always like that. Like, example, with me, it's not always going to be like this, but at the moment, this is how I'm going to be self-compassionate with myself. Because if I'm going to set goals that I usually set, they're not going to work. I'm not going to do them. I'm going to feel worse, or I'm going to push myself. I might do them, but maybe the outcome wouldn't be as I would have wanted it to be. So all I'm saying is practice some self-compassion. We only have one body, we only have one life, and it's so important to take care of it and to just slow down. Okay, so basically my first goal is to finish the Lost Bookshop. Now remember, I usually say read one book, read 2 books, read 3 books. But I'm going to be very self-compassionate with myself and just say, I wish to just finish this book. The next goal is to finalize decorations for the wedding. I mean, these are the things that I still have left to do, technically. So I just really need to just get down to ordering what I need to order and just know that they're there. The next one is to hand out wedding invitations. Obviously, by like mid-November, I wish to start handing out the invitations and like kind of, getting them out. So hopefully, so we'll see what we're going to do with the invitations, and then we'll see. The next goal is to go to a yoga class. I just want to go to one. I just want to go to one yoga class, and I have a feeling it will be closer to the end of November when things would have been settled for the most part. And maybe I can go like once during the week to one yoga class. I've been wanting to go to one yoga class forever, and there's a place that I like. So I'm waiting for the right time, and I want to go to one yoga class in November. The next goal is to spend some time drawing. So basically I invested some money in like cute markers and a good drawing book. So I just want to invest some time into drawing. So maybe I can alternate between reading and drawing this month. And then the next goal is to go to Shoreline. So Shoreline is a shopping mall in Malta. And I've been saying that I want to go. I've been twice, I think, but I've been feeling like the want to go. I don't usually have this want. Like, I usually obviously do all my shopping online these days, like we all do. But I've been telling Luke, in fact, I've been telling him, I want to go to Shoreline sometime. I want to go to Shoreline. I don't know, I really like how they did it, to be fair. I want to buy a dark brown winter coat. So I don't know, just to browse, even to just browse and go out and so that is, I put that as a goal, basically. Usually, I would split my goals into personal goals and social media goals. So those would have been my personal goals. However, I didn't add so much social media goals. All I wrote was, be active when I can, heart. Because in reality, I cannot put pressure on myself. I will obviously would like to try and see what I manage to upload, and if I don't, it is okay. I mean, you only get to be a bride, hopefully, if everything goes well once. So I just, I need to obviously, I guess, give myself, actually, my God, I never thought of this. Guys, how we have different identities in our life. Sometimes we're like a daughter, a granddaughter, a sister, a friend, a partner. But we also have the identity for a bit to be a bride. Oh my God. And now I'm actually acknowledging that I am a bride. I don't think I've ever actually acknowledged that I am a bride. So I guess it's so important that maybe for the last, few weeks that I have as a bride, that I actually make time for it, because I am going to be a bride. I am a bride to be, and I'm going to be a bride in December. So I want to give that part of myself time and space. So, so that's why that was important. And then I also like to choose 3 keywords to keep with me during the month of November. And again, these are to my bride self, basically. And I chose slow down, calm down, and breathe. I think these 3 keywords are a must for my bride self to be. Those were basically my November goals. What goals have you created for the month of November? I would love to know. I hope you all have a lovely rest of October and a good November. And I don't know, just make sure to check in with yourselves, especially since the year is coming to the end as well. I think that's me. I've said enough. I really feel like I just talked. I think having the microphone, hopefully it worked, was a good thing. So we'll see how it comes out. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, then you can press subscribe. And I hope to see you guys soon. Take care and happy November. Ciao!